Hi everyone, this is my presentation on leading with a moral compass. What is a moral compass? So a moral compass is simply the benchmark against which you can measure the goodness of your individual actions and your overall life. A moral compass helps us define what kind of behavior is right and wrong in our lives. It entails the awakening of a stronger moral awareness, the sharpening of the value and principles according to which people decide to live. When your moral compass is headed to true north, you will know that you are on the right path to making good ethical decisions. And one person's moral compass may not point in the same direction as another's as far as right and wrong conduct and beliefs are concerned. So the importance of a moral compass can guide you towards what you ought to do in a given situation, not just what you want to do or what others want you to do. The strength of your moral compass helps define your character, which determines how people choose to interact with you. People with a well-defined set of moral values will be able to learn from their mistakes and use them to make better decisions in the future. So how to find your moral compass? So people find their moral compass in a variety of places, especially through influential role models, holy books like the Holy Bible, or even family values. Most people developing their moral compass around their own personal values, which typically begins to develop in a childhood. Values can be influenced by a wide range of sources, including your parents, other family members, teachers, friends, coaches, as well as people from organizations like churches, schools, and community programs. Some even consider education to be some consider actually higher education to be the primary source of moral compass for members of society, with its emphasis on philosophy. Family life is also a key source for learning ethics and values. It could be helpful to better understanding what values are being inherently communicated to your children through your family culture. 5 reasons why you need a moral compass. Ground your identity. If you don't know what you stand for and what your ethics are and what your beliefs are, then it's very, very difficult to make any moral choices at all. So by establishing a set of moral values, you provide both yourself and those people around you a sense of consistency. Protect the greater good. The greater good is protected by a commitment to moral values such as justice, kindness, and equity. Treating others with kindness and supporting an equitable opportunity for all can help create a more inclusive and empowering society. The more we strive to improve the lives of other people, the more that we are able to build a truly moral society. Increase self-confidence. People who know where they stand on various morals and ethical issues typically feel a higher sense of self-worth and self-confidence. Just be a good role model. You don't have to be a parent to be a good role model. You could be a coach, you could be a teacher, you could be a mentor, a fake community leader, and each of these leadership positions require you just to really have a basic understanding of your own values and your ethical stand so that you can guide the development of other people. Foster healthy relationships. People with strong moral compass typically have healthier relationships and enjoy closer companionship with those people around them. So they are able to minimize harm and maximize positive contributions that they make within society. Some helpful steps for making important ethical decisions. Analyze consequences, side effects of your decision. Consider who will be helped and who will be harmed. Think about your actions, analyze them. Consider moral principles such as, honesty, fairness, equality, respecting the dignity of other people and people's rights. Consider all of the options from a different perspective without thinking about all the consequences. And make a good decision. It's important that you make a good decision. Is empathy a moral compass? Absolutely. I mean, I think for me personally, as a school counselor, I practice empathy every day. So that's a big part of my moral compass. And most of our judgment are based on emotions and intuitions, right? So you follow your intuitions, right? And that can lead to emotions. It has been argued that empathy is a cultural, specific perspective on moral action. So we don't need to feel the emotions of others in order to know how to act morally. But as humans, that we tend to empathize with the people who are closest to us and the people that we are familiar with. So the connection between empathy and morality address the fact that, we need empathy in order to judge the right from wrong. Some experts also believe that empathy is the most important moral emotion. And also understanding, thinking, and taking responsibility are key components in moral actions. So it's important, I think to be aware. Awareness is really important, especially when it comes to dealing with, with empathy. You have to be aware of people's emotions and of how people feel, so you can empathize with them and show compassion and sympathize with people. All right, so those are all of my counseling skills that I put to use on a daily basis when I'm working with my students. Leadership in the moral campus. I mean, it's, if you're a leader, I think it's important to have that moral compass. That's why I think this assignment was really good. I never actually thought about the moral compass, but now I see how it really connects to, us being in a leadership role as a principal, as a building leader. So moral compass is absolutely important and absolutely necessary if you expect to be in a leadership role. Trust needs to be established with your employees. When you are a leader, the people that you work with, you need to establish trust with them. If you break that trust, you are done as a leader. So you have to find that true north and you have to stick by it. So there's a driving line between right and wrong. So make sure that it's important not to cross that line. Some moral obligations. There are moral obligations in setting the tone for what you do. Always put people first in your decision making. Respect individual dignity. Treat people fairly, right? Perception determines attitude. Attitude determines behavior. Be honest. Always tell the truth. Don't lie to people. Make your values very clear. What is negotiable versus what is not negotiable. What is acceptable versus what is not acceptable. And take time to reflect and really think about your decisions before you make them. So here's a copy of my moral compass. Oh my gosh, I'll just go back to it. I think I turned to it too quickly. So here's my moral compass. So mine starts with family because, when I was younger, I was raised with my mom and my dad. So my parents always, raised me with a lot of family values, ethical values. So those are important in my family. And they always teach me to always be honest with people and always tell the truth. And that leads to, integrity. Always have integrity. People will respect you if you can be honest with them and tell them the truth. Also, I'm going to move myself here so you can see here. Kindness. I am always kind to people. So my mom is a very kind woman. My grandmother was also very kind. So they always teach me to be kind to people. So that's a very, very big part of my moral compass. Kindness leads to creating good relationships with people. So I really truly believe that it's important to have a relationship with people, and also be open-minded in the work that we do and the work that we are going to do as leaders, and especially in the work that I do, creating relationships, with my students are very important to me. Also being open-minded is very important to me as well. So it gives me an opportunity to get to know my student as people, and also be very understanding, because we all go through different things in life. So we have to show understanding to other people, and respect. Always show respect to others. Have empathy. I mean, I live on empathy every day. And be fair to people. Always be fair. Treat everyone with respect, and then treat everyone equally. So this is my moral compass. These are the references. And lastly, for the correlation, I think that this assignment is absolutely correlates, with the two, with the two standards. When I was reading the articles and watching the videos that were provided, I was reflecting on my own personal values, right? My own personal ethical values, and how to incorporate them into my moral compass. So as a future building leader, so it's important to start thinking about what my moral compass is going to look like. And this assignment is definitely relevant to my current role as a school counselor and as a future building leader, and I practice, those moral values every day. So especially the article with empathy kind of resonate with me a lot. And as a counselor, like I said, my empathy skills are put to test daily. So I do believe that empathy is a very, very important moral emotion, and together with compassion, empathy encourage people to help others and do the right thing. And finally, I have to say that I really enjoy creating my own personal moral compass. It's not something that I never thought about creating until this assignment. So understanding my moral compass will definitely help me to make better decisions as a future leader. Thank you very much.